Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of You and Me and Multiple Sclerosis. Well, I just got done making a video for you that's about 25 minutes long, and I took at least 30 hours working on this thing, trying to get it to work and do what I wanted it to do. And I'm happy to report that I didn't break my computer in a wild rage, but there was some frustration along the way. So today I'm just going to do a short one. It's kind of a public service announcement sort of video, and it kind of goes along with the news that's been happening, as you I'm sure are aware. The big Hurricane Ida that has started in the Gulf and landfall in the Gulf and all the way up the East Coast. Lots of flooding, tornadoes in New Jersey. It's been really pretty devastating for many, many people. And my heart goes out to them and my prayers. And meanwhile, we also have the Caldor fire in California that hundreds of homes have been destroyed, and the fire is still raging out of control. So you get to thinking about that and realizing how blessed you truly are that you're in a place where there's no natural disasters occurring in your backyard right now. And then you think about your multiple sclerosis in perspective, right? You start thinking about how, well, you maybe shouldn't complain. And I don't really want to complain, but I think what I want to do is just talk a little bit about the concept of being safe at home. And that kind of came to my mind when a friend was telling me about another friend who has progressive MS, who has decided she doesn't want to leave her house. She just wants to stay home. And both of us were talking about that, saying, well, that's really probably not a good idea and such and such. But then I got to thinking about my own experience of multiple sclerosis. I used to work a middle management job, and I worked pretty long hours. I guess you would say I was something of a workaholic. And I did that for about 25 years. But the last year or so, things were starting to get not very comfortable anymore. I was not feeling as well as I had, and yet I didn't want to admit it. I think that's one of the things about having MS, right? We talked about the stages of grief and being in denial. But what I ended up doing, I found myself buying a whole bunch of teapots, one after the other, just teapots that I found in various places and too adorable to pass up. Now, I do like tea, but I had a ridiculous number of teapots. And I'm going to just post a picture of the one that I am currently using. You can't possibly use them all, right? But here is my cup. Let me see if I can get you the picture of that. Look at that. How adorable. How can you not have that, right? The cup that matches the teapot that even has its own little coaster. Oh, it's adorable. So I had all these teapots, and I was wondering, why do I have all these teapots? I realized eventually that it wasn't the teapots so much I was yearning for as it was the teapot lifestyle. Now, what is that? You may well ask. I would say that is when you don't want to have to rush off in the morning, when you'd rather just sit there by a window with a pretty view and drink your cup of tea in peace and quiet, and maybe watch the birds or the bunnies hopping across the yard, whatever. To have some kind of a life that is a little bit more of a pace where you have time to stop and think and be and feel the kinds of things that often fall by the wayside when you're busy working all the time. And I know it's different for everybody, right? This idea of what does that feel like, that feeling of safety. The safe space that you have is generally your home, and you want to spend time there so that you can feel safe. So in a way, who am I to really criticize the person that decides, oh, my MS is just too much, I just want to stay home? Maybe this is a season of her life where she needs that. She needs to feel like she's in a safe space. And once you really feel secure that you're in your safe space, then you can start to venture out again. I think it is important for us all, no matter whether you have MS or not, to find reasons why life is still good and worthwhile for you. Yeah, whatever time that will take you, take it. It's important to feel safe. And as I think about what's been going on in the country and world with natural disasters these days, the earthquake in Haiti, there's been a lot of problems in different parts of the world with the same thing. Take care of yourself, but find your safe space and spend whatever time you need to feel like you've got a safe base from which you can then decide, what do I want my life to be? That's all I have for you today, and I will see you in my next video.